Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Friday. We're going to be getting into some trading right now. Bitcoin, Nasdaq, gold, and seeing how this morning plays out. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. TGIF. Market opens up in about 5 minutes. Good morning. So we still got some time until market kind of opens up. I'm leaning bullish on most assets just because a lot of them are so sold off that we probably need to see like a retracement. Like, for example, gold here, this massive sell-off. We're at kind of a level that we could probably start attacking some retracement and some fair value gaps that are been untapped. Same for S&P 500. Could come up and tap into this range, kind of looking sold off and starting to consolidate. Same for NQ. Right, NQ and ES look very similar to each other. Like that, yep. Go, and there we go, okay. Bitcoin also, same thing. Bitcoin's having a big sell-off. Bitcoin's under 100K. Good morning, everyone. We're just kind of waiting for market to open right now. 3 more minutes, just about 3 more minutes until market opens. So we're just going to kind of sit around our hands until market opens to see what this kind of price give us. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you can, like the stream, please. Share it. Show some love. It helps me grow, and it's really appreciated. I really appreciate you guys when you guys do that. Thank you. All right, market opens up in 1 minute and 10 seconds. There is no, let me get my trade journal up so we can have that ready and we can journal our day. Okay. Let's do some journaling here. 15-minute time frame. Take some snapshots. We see Q. Yes. Okay. Rate these. Oh, oops. Okay. Do this. Hit these heading ones. Okay, like that. There we go. Why does it keep doing that? Gosh darn it. There we go. All right. We're gonna shoot in some pre-market pictures of our analysis. Pre-market. BTC looks like it could retrace up into premium before it continues the sell-off. And it's pretty much the same for everything. And market is open. All right, we're going to take a picture of MNQ. We're just going to do our daily journaling. This is non-optional. This is something you should be doing every single day. Testing your... we basically just copy and paste this because it's all the same for me this morning for everything. Q. And then same for, we'll do MES next. S. Okay. And then GC. We'll do it for gold. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We got quite a bit of people running through here. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're just doing our trade journaling as we were kind of waiting for the beginning of the market to kind of open up and show its hand. We're just journaling what we're kind of seeing that pre-market analysis look like. Is that as small as it goes? Okay, we're just going to do it as small as it goes. We can always expand them. Okay. All right. Let's go down the 5 minute. Let's see. It's checking on MNQ. Okay, MNQ is running this low here. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. We'll see how this 5 minute kind of presents itself. We could just continue a sell-off here. We are at this weekly low. We could just continue a sell-off. I mean, if you look at the higher time frames, like it looks very bearish. Like we could just continue this sell-off. Same for Bitcoin. Like we could just continue. We don't have to retrace yet. So we'll see what price gives us. But the sell-off could just continue here. Gold's been dropping from, yeah, gold's been dumping, but I think we could see a bullish retracement. Like Bitcoin here, just bounce on this 5-minute. I might be open to taking this long on Bitcoin. I like the reaction out of that from these lows here. Might have been too late on it for Bitcoin. It's really running. I think I'll be patient. I think I'll be patient with Bitcoin. It could sweep these highs here and push down. So we'll kind of see. But yeah, gold's been dumping. MNQ closed below these lows here. So this low is irrelevant for me now. And this little range here is a little bit larger now. So we'll see. I still don't have anything. Yeah, that Bitcoin. I like the way that it reacted out of that. Like the RR actually isn't really there for Bitcoin because I wouldn't want to. We're not for Bitcoin. We're not shooting for like this high. This is discount up or premium up here. I want to see Bitcoin give me a short opportunity. We got this 15-minute fair value up we're about to hit into for Bitcoin, and we got a couple up here. So I want to see what it does. Over here, MNQ looking bullish. Yes, also looking like it's retracing that move. Oh, gold. Gold. I just realized what gold did. It just inverted this fair value app. Wow, that is big. That's a really big stop. $700 I'm risking on that. I don't have the drawdown in the account right now to do that. On gold. Watching Bitcoin here, the way I want to see the way it reacts out of this 15-minute fair value gap above these highs here to the left too, because this is ideally where we could maybe continue the sell-off for Bitcoin. That V-shaped recovery is beautiful for MNQ and ES. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go to this the premium in this range, just like Bitcoin did. There's also this discounted range up here on the 4-hour. That is also pretty important. Oh, whoops, did I move this? Wrong one. Yeah, gold I think is about to create a really nice retracement to this. Like this would be, oh, it's so good. I just missed it. Well, I didn't even miss it. It didn't actually even tap you in for the inversion. One of the things I've been working on is updating this 1-minute kill shot model to just make it better. Because if you're in the Discord, you would have seen that we have kind of made a couple updates with it. Or we did a backtest session with just like pattern trading, and we've updated some of the we're gonna update some of the data. I like this, what Bitcoin's doing over here, but it hasn't swept any highs. So for me, that's not an entry signal yet. Yeah, it's not an entry signal yet. For me though, this would be like a continuation, like it's inverting of 1 minute fair value gap. I think this still could be definitely a trade here to potentially go short, but for me, I'm gonna wait for it to hit like a high or come back up and sweep before I do it. But I think the way it's reacting to this 15-minute fair value gap, and we're about to get a fresh 4-hour candle. Yeah, look at NQ, dude. NQ, ES, all ripping. Yeah, Bitcoin, that would have been a bad move if you would have taken that Bitcoin inversion. You'd be in a lot of drawdown. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you can, like the stream, share it, repost it, whatever. It's very, very greatly appreciated. I love it when you guys do that. It motivates me to keep going, and it helps me, my content, you know, just get exposure more. So I appreciate you guys doing that when you can. Okay, Bitcoin is in the premium now. I just want to see what it does here. I'm not fully ready to go short yet. NQ, in order for it to go short, I need to go into this wait. No, that's nothing. I really want to get up to here and give me something up there. MES. So NQ has broken this high, the structure here, where MES is failing. Do you see that? Or not failing, but it hasn't yet. Let's see what gold's doing. Yeah, dude, look at gold. With the new model with 1 minute kill shot, you don't do limit orders. You do market buy on the candle that inverts. So it looked like this. And then our target for gold would have been the discount up way up here. This would be gold right now. You're just going to target discount or premium. I mean, sorry, premium. But I missed. And this is like a crazy wide stop. You're risking 22 points. On 3 M&Q, you're risking over $600 on this trade. So that's a pretty big risk. I mean, your reward, though, is going to be nice. You'd make almost $2 grand on this move with 3 M&Q. I think this is going to work out, though. I feel like I've been reading this way better lately. Like ranges, where price, you know. I think, I don't know. I'm just feeling way more confident in this. Okay, Bitcoin's really ripping now. My perfect level I really would like Bitcoin to hit is this 1 hour 50% in the 1 hour discount. That would be a key level to really go attack. So Bitcoin could go much higher here, back to like 97.4. Right up in that area. But I'm just looking at this 15-minute range here. This is a 15-minute range, and we did hit into the premium of that 15-minute range. For example, let me show you what that looks like. This is the 15-minute range here, the impulse range. And then we have the 1 hour impulse range here. Most likely, honestly, what it looks like is we're probably going to go to the 1 hour premium, and then this fair value gap and London high would be very important for us for Bitcoin. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go through those. Well, my analysis for this is kind of against my model if I took this, but my analysis here was correct. This 5-minute fair value gap, the reaction out of it. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable with this. I feel like I'm seeing it better. And I think the trade journaling is helping a lot. I manually do every single fair value gap. I manually do them all. Because I don't mark out every 15-minute fair value gap. I matter the ones that matter. Which indicator can't really, like, I don't know, maybe you could create an indicator that could do it, but I only mark out the ones that I think matter. There are indicators though that can auto mark out fair value gaps for you. But they're going to mark out every single fair value gap. Let's go check out MNQ. Okay, wow, look at Nasdaq. It's in premium now of this 15-minute range. It just tapped into premium, so I'm interested to see what it does here. ES is also almost into premium. Let me adjust this. I forgot to adjust this. This is... There we go. Actually, ES is in premium also. I forgot to adjust the line. Did I adjust it on NQ? I did, okay. Yeah, they're both tapping into premium. So they're both in a very important level here that we can potentially catch a short to go continuation of the ultimate trend, right? Gold, still, wow, dude, this gold, I think this is going to get really good. You kind of have this 5-minute impulse range too. You could probably be a little bit more like conservative with. For example, this is what I mean by that. Oh wait, actually let me go back because that was an hour. But we do need to adjust this. That's the hour range. But this 5-minute range, this 5-minute impulse range, if you wanted to be conservative with gold and say I don't want to shoot for all that, let's get what we can. You could be like targeting right there, but your RR isn't great. That's barely over a 1R. But hey, that's a solid trade. You're still making quite a bit of money on that if you wanted to be conservative on the 5-minute range. Or what about the 15? Yeah, it's just pretty much the same thing. But I do think you could target the 1 hour premium here. Right there. That's a 3.16R. That's good risk to reward if it does it. The thing that could be nerve-wracking is, this internal range liquidity. Will any of these 5-minute fair value gaps stop you, or even these 15-minute fair value gaps stop you? Another target you could do instead is just target this 15-minute fair value gap. Let's actually mark this out. We don't have it marked out. These are fresh 15 minutes that were just kind of formed. I like to have them marked out. So instead, you could just target, this guy here. And that's a good RR. I would say I'd rather be more conservative because gold is so bearish right now. It could drop some first, yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if gold, you know, manipulates up and retraces before it drops. And that's what this kind of like, I'm not in this position, but that's what this position kind of is trying to target, right? Where the little retracement up. But everything, NQ, ES, gold, and Bitcoin, all of them are selling off right now. Like everything is in a bearish state, which is kind of funny. Like the government shutdown ends, and you know, you think that would maybe be a little bit of a bullish thing, but I guess not. Make all my own indicators. Buyers are 55% and sellers are 44%. What do you mean by that, Scott? You've made an indicator? It shows who's more in control. Oh, nice. Okay. Nothing there yet. I'm watching Bitcoin here. I'm not seeing anything I like yet. Does Bitcoin have any fresh? Nope. Good morning. Love you. Okay. Can you tell me your thoughts process behind this NQ trade? I don't have any NQ trade yet. No NQ trade. I'm waiting for NQ to kind of hit. I'm waiting for NQ to kind of give me something here in premium. So we're just kind of watching these ranges, right? This 15-minute range on NQ. We're in the premium of this, right? So this impulse range from up here to down here. Wow, look at that 15-minute sweep. 5-minute didn't give a sweep, but the 15-minute did. Oh, I wonder it. Nope. MNQ is micro Nasdaq. So MNQ is just Nasdaq. It's just the micro contract instead of minis. Because I trade micros. I don't trade the minis. The minis are the big ones. Where like you'll see the trade move thousands of dollars at a time. This is the gold trade, though. Maybe this is not a believer. Maybe you're talking about this one. This is gold, like the gold trade. NQ is ripping right now. So the more important level for us on NQ is up here in this H4 fair value gap and N15 fair value gap. and like kind of where Asia high and London high are. That's the H4 50% range mark. But in this 15-minute one, this could be potentially where we see some retracement back down. But geez, look at this move. I think I'm open to taking a short here on Bitcoin. Oh, we're not in copy trading. Shoot. I hate it when it does that. I don't think it did it. And not yet. And not yet. Yeah, MNQ is ripping right now. Or NQ, Nasdaq. Nasdaq is ripping. ES is ripping. Gold. Gold's following suit. So now gold, this would be my stop losses at for gold. My stop loss would be here for gold. If I was in this trade, that'd be where my stop loss would go. Okay, if the 1 minute on Bitcoin here inverts this fair value gap, it hasn't yet. Not like how I'd like to see it do it. It like barely maybe did it. It's hard to tell. But if this candle here inverts this fair value gap, I'm gonna go short here on Bitcoin. All right, still hasn't. This one didn't close through it, so I'm just kind of waiting on this. We have displacement here earlier on Bitcoin to the downside. We have displacement here with the fair value gap that price seems to be respecting. I like it. So there's displacement on the 1 minute here on Bitcoin to the downside. That price is respecting. So hopefully that, and then this would be the target for Bitcoin down here. Gold is looking great. Gold is almost to its target. But again, I think gold can go even higher, like what Nasdaq and ES did. Nothing yet still on those. But yeah, really, I think gold can go here. Nothing yet on Bitcoin. We'll see what it does here. See how it's respecting the, let's see what it does to this fair value up here. See if it disrespects it. But what I mean by that, does it invert it or does it hold it still? Yeah, it's still holding it. Still hasn't inverted it. Still hasn't done it. What's going on here? Oh wait, that's why. Okay, we're in on the Bitcoin position. We're gonna see how this plays out. How did you know we were pushing back up after a harsh bearish run? I didn't know, right? Like, I'm doing my analysis, but the reason why I thought we were gonna be pushing back up is because of this, right? So on gold, if you look at the, let's go to the 4-hour. This is what made me think that we're gonna start pushing back up. If you go to the 4-hour, look how sold off this is, right? One, we have this impulse range here to the left on the 4-hour that had this push up. We're in the discount of that range. But then also you have this impulse range on the 4-hour that's extremely sold off that has yet to see any kind of retracement. So for me, in my opinion, down here, if I saw any kind of bullish confirmation, like this 5-minute liquidity sweep within 1-minute inversions on gold, I was like, okay, that could mean we're going to retrace back up. Now, I don't think we're going to go bullish or like crazy bullish, but I'm like, hey, we can look for and target a little retracement here on gold if it decides to come back to this discounted range, if it wants to test any of these 15-minute fair value gaps that are open and have not been tested yet. That was my logic behind that. So now I'm just going to watch Bitcoin here. We're in the position. This could be a really good trade here if we're able to actually capitalize on this. Yeah. We'll see if this gold position gets stopped out here, or if it does end up hitting, like, our first target was that 15-minute fair value up, but then ideally we're going to target the discount range. Oh wait, I just realized I don't have my Bitcoin position up for you guys. This one. Profit. Okay. There we go. Okay. If we hit into this low, this 1 minute low and kind of tap into it, I'm going to adjust my stop loss because it shouldn't be, price shouldn't be like coming back up from this level. We should see it kind of push through. And the 1 minute or 5 minute gave us an order block so we can take off some risk here. And I like that big candle on to the downside. So I'm very happy with taking off some risk here. Let me just make sure I have that in the right spot. Yep. Okay. So stop loss is now here on Bitcoin. We've taken off like about half our risk. Because that 5 minute order block. And I like that 5 minute order block because not only is it like a doji candle, but this massive engulfing candle to the downside breaking below these wicks. Price should not be coming back up to here. If it's going to actually continue down, right, and if we're actually going to start targeting this external range liquidity, it shouldn't be coming all the way back up. But I mean, it looks like it is, right? So that's why we protect ourselves and take off risk when we can. Man, looks like price might retrace all the way back up. We'll see. But I've learned my lesson. If we go over, can we go over to yesterday's notes? In yesterday's notes, right, in our trade journaling for Bitcoin, if you guys remember, on Bitcoin, we broke a rule. We broke our rule and moved stops before it had a 5 minute order block. And that trade ended up moving to our TP. But because I got a little freaked out because it didn't hit my TP, it got really close, blah, 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 whatever, I broke my rule. So today, after I reviewed my yesterday's journal, rule broken. I should have waited for the M5 order block. I'm taking that into today and saying we're not moving stops unless we get that 5 minute order block. And that's why we trade journal, so we can learn from our mistakes, so we don't keep making the same mistakes. Because in trading, losses are going to happen. But if you don't learn from the losses, what's the point? What's the point? You're just going to keep losing and you're not going to remember. There we go. Okay. Shrink down these images. Okay, shrink them all down. But yeah, I highly recommend every single one of you, if you're trying to take day trading serious and actually have this change your life, you need to take it serious and actually like journal and day trade if you're gonna do it. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this real fast too. And we're gonna journal this. This Bitcoin. Looks like we might get stopped out on this. It's getting close. Premium of the 15-minute range. The 1 minute was also holding BGs to the downside, showing displacement and respect of bearish levels. Trailing stops at M5 OBs, not breaking that rule today. There we go. BTC is also in a extremely bearish trend in the higher time frames. Hoping to go with that momentum. Okay. There we go. Now we journal. You journal every trade. And it's better to journal as it's happening because it's fresh on your mind. You know, your emotions, the thoughts, the whatever, all of it's fresh and you can journal that stuff. Beautiful. I love this 5 minute. I hate that it retraced the entire move, but I love that this 5 minutes retracing that move. So hopefully we can get another big, large move to the downside and engulf this up move. We do have this 5 minute fair value gap. We do have this 5 minute fair value gap here. Something to take note of. What is the RR there if we take it? 1. I don't like that. We're just gonna watch it. Probably should disrespect that. Actually, where's the equilibrium of this move? That could actually be a good target. 1.5. We're gonna keep it down here. But I love this move on Bitcoin. Like, I think we are going to get, hopefully, a really good move out of this. Because I'm with this short, because you're going with the higher time frame trend, realistically, this short can target this low here, but honestly, it could go even lower to these weekly lows down here. Okay, we're hitting this 5 minute fair value up on Bitcoin. I'm interested to see what... Oh, shoot. Did I miss it? Oh, man. I missed the NQ trade. I was focused in on Bitcoin. This would have been a trade right here for me. For NQ. Right there. Actually, there hasn't been one yet. Oh, there has been one. You already inverted these. Dang it, dude. I missed it. I was focused in on Bitcoin. But NQ just gave the signal, too. Wonder if ES has... Yeah, ES did it already too. That's a bummer. But yeah, this would definitely be a spot I would have gone short for NQ. This sweep of these highs here in this 15-minute fair value gap, this would definitely be where I would have gone short. Yeah, maybe once this trade's done, I'm kind of done watching these trades. I can break down premium and discount for you guys because it's really important to understand those. I also can recommend if you go on YouTube, look up Photon Trading and look up like advanced market structure. He has a really good YouTube series. They're long and like it's a lot to learn. But he has a really good one too. But if there's a lot of good resources actually on YouTube that you could look into. If we get this order block and move stops down, yep, we did. Okay, we'll move stops down a little bit. Take off a little bit more risk. I put stops at this wick. It's a little bit higher, so just to give us a little bit more room. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but sometimes a pixel can make the difference of you not getting stopped out. So we've tapped in this 5-minute fair value gap. I'm hoping that now that we've formed 2 bearish order blocks to the downside, that I'm hoping price can displace through this and kind of disrespect any bullish momentum to the upside here. Looks like NQ actually might still be pushing up. We'll see. We will see if maybe we can get even a better entry if it wants to sweep that 5-minute high before it dumps. But they're both in really good 15-minute fair value gaps of where they could, in premium, that could send it down lower now. Let me see. Okay, the 1 minute is looking good on Bitcoin here. It's broken below this low here with a break of structure. It's displaced, right? It's showing displacement to the downside. It's not showing like a lack of aggression here. For example, this fair value up here. Oh. Right, we got this fair value gap. We have this fair value gap down below. We have these fair value gaps also over here. We've broken this low here into this fair value gap. So like, I feel confident in this short on Bitcoin. I think we're on the right side of the market here. It's just the 5-minute. I don't love the way the 5-minute looks like. I like the way the 1 minute looks, but I don't love the way the 5-minute looks like a barcode right now. What are we looking at? This is ES. Okay, we swept above these highs one more time on NQ. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. Because maybe it'll actually give me something. The 1 minute showing displacement to the downside. Let's see how this candle closes. Minute and 20 seconds left on that 5-minute candle. Come on, Bitcoin. Give us some displacement to the downside on the 5. We've taken off over half our risk on Bitcoin. We risk about $50. We're risking right now $22.78. So we've taken off half our risk on Bitcoin here. If this creates a bullish order block on Nasdaq, I think I'll just sit on my hands here and wait. I like what Bitcoin's doing. All right, let's see Nasdaq here. Like we did invert this guy. ES did make an order block to upside where NQ failed. Yeah, I'm not convinced on this yet on Nasdaq and ES. I'm not convinced yet. See what Bitcoin looks like over here. Bitcoin's holding this 1 minute fair value gap. I like that. I like that it tapped into it and we gave a big bearish rejection off of it. And I want to see more of that 1 minute displacement. And I want to see some 5 minute displacement. I want to see some 5 minute fair value gaps. Yeah, ES, see how ES is like pushing up while NQ's kind of like either maybe the lagging. I would really love it if NQ could actually hit this high here, sweep that, and then give us something really good. How's gold? Oh, wrong one. How's gold looking? Gold's looking still pretty good. You haven't been able to move stops up again yet, but I like it. I think gold's looking good. Just slow moving. It's not very quick. Come on, Bitcoin. I don't want Bitcoin hanging around this fair value gap, but I want to out of it there. If it's gonna push down, I want it to get out. Yeah. I'm just bouncing around with MES or ES and NQ. Just watching what they're doing here. Because NQ or ES right here has swept above these highs also and failing to displace. NQ is failing to displace those highs also. NQ is inverted these fair value gaps. ES is just now inverting these fair value gaps. Okay. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna take this on NQ. Where's my... Okay. The big stop loss, but hopefully price can kind of give us what we're hoping for. Oh shoot. I don't have much drawdown in this funded account left. I needed to kind of respect this. It's my Apex funded account. Reasoning behind this, the failure to displace these highs, we're in premium in a 15-minute fair value gap. ES is also swept above these highs, starting to give some displacement to the downside. Yeah, it's gonna close it. Yeah, I blew it. Yep. Dang it. Okay, well, that's it for that account. Maybe it's gonna push up. Bitcoin, come on, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin might not play out here either. If it's gonna follow what NQ and ES are doing and rip up, it might stop us out here on Bitcoin. I thought it was finally pushing out of this fair value gap, but now it's coming right back into it. Looks like that 5-minute fair value gap is holding. Okay, tagged out there on our Bitcoin trade. Nice thing is we were able to take off over half our risk. So it's a small loss on Bitcoin. Geez, Nasdaq is pushing through still. Huh. Gold. Okay, that's a bummer. All right. I don't think this was a bad trade, though, on Bitcoin. I think this was a good one. And we stuck to our rules. We didn't let anything change. I felt very, like, balanced and level-headed throughout this trade. So let's journal it. And let's... I'm going to try to see what I could have read better on this Bitcoin trade. Let's see if we can identify what maybe could have been. Okay, there was a sweep there. But I still don't. The fact that this one failed here. Yeah, trade on NQ is not very good. The trade here on gold though is doing pretty good. Stops would be moved to here now on gold. See the NQ to kind of come up into these levels up here for anything. MES, same idea. Wait for it to come up to these levels. This level, like right up here. H4 50% line. You got London, Asia high up there. Maybe that's where it's going to target today. It broke through the 5-minute high. Broke structure to the upside, so maybe it's finally flipping around here. Yo, what's up, Sean? Alio, I got out of the trade on Bitcoin. It's just consult. Yeah, the one on Bitcoin. It was looking good. It was looking good, and then that I think as it's failed that 5-minute fair value was kind of like an indicator that, and there was a 15-minute fair value that there too, but I don't think it was a bad trade. Honestly, what it's doing right now might give another opportunity here. The way that it's sweeping this high one more time. It's sweeping this high. And if on the 1 minute decides to, you know, invert some of these fair value gaps, I might take another stab here on Bitcoin. We'll see. See what it gives us. What did I? Yeah, you missed out on the Bitcoin trade that we closed out, or that got stopped out over here. And then we tried to take a stab at this NQ. Oh, wrong one. We tried to take a stab at NQ over here when price was failing to sweep these or displace these highs. And we tried to take a short here, and that didn't end up playing out. Gold has been the best trade so far today. And that's the trade we didn't take. Dang. That sucks. Do you prefer Apex or trade stuff? I prefer Apex personally. They're cheaper, like their overall cost is cheaper. They do have some, their rules aren't as great as Top Steps, but I think Apex is better overall. You're gonna pay more money with Top Step. Wow, you guys are cute. Hey, I'll be right back. Is it pulling back? Which one? What do you mean by that? Which one is pulling back? Okay. I'm watching Bitcoin here. If it inverts this fair value, gold, it was in a downtrend. It doesn't look like it's pulling back yet. It could soon, but honestly, I would want to see gold probably get a little bit higher, like into at least this 15-minute fair value gap before I think it goes down. But I could be wrong. Oh. Do you consider the market on bullish? No, I consider the market overall still bearish. Right? Even gold, Bitcoin, all of them. Because if you go to the 4-hour, look at the trend, right? The 4 hours making lower lows, lower highs. Gold, right? Gold has kind of shifted momentum, but overall it's still looking bearish, right? Unless it broke this high, but gold still looks pretty bearish. Like if you go to the day time frame, right, it looks bearish. Here it's respecting this day fair value gap. And same for NQ and those other assets. They all look pretty bearish right now. I would call this move here a retracement until I see it do something otherwise, like breaking really important structure. Yeah, gold. So like gold here is starting to look pretty bullish because it's NQ, because it's if it closes below above these highs here, that's gold breaking like important structure. So that could be meaning that Nasdaq's going to start flipping bullish again. And gold has this 5-minute impulse structure. Or I keep saying gold. Nasdaq has this 5-minute impulse structure here. Yep. On Bitcoin, yeah. There is that London high that Bitcoin could come and target, or even this 1 hour 50% line, like all these consolidated highs up here. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Sean. Let me that 15-minute candle, yeah, like so. Like if we look at the 5-minute, the 5-minute broke below it, but the 15-minute gave like a beautiful sweep of liquidity down there. And so something I'm noticing a lot of times is the 5-minute. There are times where the 5-minute breaks the low, and the 15-minute leaves you something like this. And I think in the future, we need to pay attention to what the 15 minutes doing when it does something like that. And that would have been that could be a 1-minute kill shot. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, Bitcoin is respecting that 15-minute bullish fair value gaps. Yeah. I'm just kind of bummed Bitcoin didn't give us a 1 minute kill shot down at the bottom there to go along with it. I'm gonna delete this guy for now. There we go. Because at this point for Nasdaq, I'm kind of wanting to see it hit this 4-hour fair value gap and see what it does in there. I think this 4-hour fair value gap, this 15-minute fair value gap, these Asia highs and London highs, this is going to be a very important area to see. Do we displace through it and like keep going higher, or do we start seeing rejection? What? Did you guys just hear that? Order filled. I don't know what that order filled noise was. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I didn't have anything out. I don't see anything. Yeah. There's nothing. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. I didn't fill no orders though. I can't even take a position right now. Like the funded account that I have logged in here is blown on that move, on that Nasdaq move. So we're gonna have to do an eval now. Bitcoin still hasn't given us nothing over here, and it's still failing to displace this high. But I want to see some displacement. Like I want to see some like aggression to the downside if it's gonna do it. But Bitcoin's starting to consolidate here. Yeah, patience is everything in trading. Patience is everything. It's the hardest part of it. It really is. It's so hard to have patience during trading, but patience is everything. Can you be patient enough to wait for Nasdaq to hit the level you want, or are you just going to be impatient and try to, catch the move, beforehand, right? Oh, wait, hang on. Is there not a good deal going on with Apex? I might wait to buy an account. I am live on TikTok, yes. I don't think there's a good deal going on with Apex right now, so I might have to wait to buy the eval. Sale ends tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Okay. I guess the 70. Okay, we'll wait for the next Apex sale. What's the put? Yeah, Apex doesn't have a good deal right now. I thought they're still 70% off, but I think they're only 50% off right now. So if you wait for Apex to get the 70% off or whatever the next deal is, they had a really good deal going on. It was 70% off with $40 activation fee. It was really good. I'll delete this for now because that's not accurate. Dude, Nasdaq is ripping. MES is ripping. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete a lot of this stuff. Let's clean up these charts. We can delete this. Or actually, we can just shift it over. Okay. All right, we're almost to a lot of our key levels. London high, Asia high up here. Yep, Asia high and London high have been taken on Nasdaq. And we're almost to that H4 we're almost to H4 fair value gap and the 50% mark line. What is this? MES. And then gold. Look, gold, dude. Oh man, gold, you are ripping. I love it. Too bad we didn't take the trade. But gold is looking beautiful. Dude, gold. Oh man, I hesitated on gold because I was risking like $700 on the stop loss. I should have taken it, dude. I'd be up like $1,000 right now on this trade. On 3 MGC, I'd be up $1,100. That'd be my record trade with 3 contracts. That'd be an insane trade, dude. Ah. Bitcoin's still ripping over here. I was just the risk to reward there made me scared because it was so much money. You would have never even sat in drawdown on gold. You would literally got in and literally just go to the moon. I was trying to be smart. Oh, it's too much. Whatever. And gold's going to that 15-minute target. Like for here, I'd probably take off a contract. Like on this gold one. On this 15-minute fair value gap, I think it just hit. Did it hit? Let's see. It did. It hit that. So like, I would take off a contract there. So now you'd be floating 2 contracts. And now the next contract I'd take off is at that 50% mark. So with one contract, with this gold one, you'd be up $400. And then at the next target, up at 50%. For 2 contracts, you'd make another $1,300, almost $1,400. So you'd make, what was that, like $2,200? Dang. Yeah, I did. They didn't play out. I tried one on gold. There was a short setup on gold. Didn't work. And that's what took a lot of my drawdown. Because like gold is like, these moves don't look big, but they're actually really big. And so you're risking a lot more. So that's why I had like no drawdown today in the account. So we gotta do another eval on Apex. And get a fresh eval. So that's probably what we'll do Monday. Hopefully Monday there's another deal going down. Or let's see real fast on some of the prop firms. I've had a lot of people in the comments of my content tell me about alpha futures. They're like, you need to trade alpha futures. They're saying alpha futures has like their advanced plan. But yeah, you're paying $139 for that. 2 trading days, 0 plan, 1 trading day, but you're limited to 3 contracts. And you have a daily loss limit. Does this one have a daily loss limit? No day loss guard. But it's $140. At that point, I'd rather probably go to Top Step. Yeah, there's gonna be some deals coming. Like, honestly, what they might do, every once in a while, Apex does a 90% off deal. I bet there's a 90% off deal coming up soon. I don't like that Alpha Futures has a daily loss limit. So there's no daily loss on standard and advanced. Standard, no daily loss guard. Okay, standard's 70, but it takes 2 trading days to pass. For $79. That's actually not too bad. And then your activation fee is $150. Yeah, see, at this point, I'd rather just go to Top Step. But the thing I don't like about Top Step is you trade on... The thing I don't like about Top Step is you trade on Project X. Scott, London Low has already been taken. So, like, if London Low has already been hit, that level kind of doesn't matter anymore. The levels that would more matter are like the imbalances that were left behind. So just like a heads up on that. Like, it's good that you know where London Low is, because I assume London Low is like, let's see what time. London Low is probably like right up in this area. But the fact that it's already been swept through, I then ignore it. So like the session liquidity matters when it hasn't already been taken or like wiped out. Just a heads up, like for those session liquidities. Like, that's why over here on Bitcoin, London high is important up here because it hasn't been touched yet. Or for MNQ, right, Nasdaq, it just hit Asia high and London high, but they had not been touched yet. So this is really good spot for Nasdaq to be at if you're looking for either continuation or a reversal, because it hasn't been touched yet. Where I ignored London low, which I think this was London low, like right at this low right here. I ignore that because it's already been destroyed with this move down. Any liquidity that was at London low is now gone. Yeah. Oh, let me check out Bitcoin here. Bitcoin actually might have just done something. Bitcoin hit into that 5-minute high and got a big rejection. All right, I'm watching Bitcoin here. There's on Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame, it's inverted some fair value gaps. and it also has some bearish fair value gaps here. I want to see how price reacts to these bearish fair value gaps that were formed and see if price starts respecting them. That's been something I've been journaling of, like watching, you know, not only how does price invert, but then how does it respect bearish footprints as they are formed. Thank you so much for the follow, Linux. I appreciate you. Let me check the 15-minute time frame too on Bitcoin. Tradeovate is the one I'd recommend. If you pick a Apex account, I recommend picking Tradeovate. Bitcoin doesn't respect session liquidity as well as like Nasdaq and ES and all the other ones do. It will respect them in a way, but it's not as respectful as like Nasdaq does. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing on Bitcoin though. Around the 15. Yeah, I'm in on a short on Bitcoin too. I'm liking what I like this rejection here, not only on the 5, but even on the 15. The way it's rejecting this 5-minute high that it just tapped into. Look on NQ. I don't see anything. The way NQ reacted to Asia high could be something. I just can't. I literally don't have an account to take a trade right now, so I literally can't even take it. But NQ, yeah. Yeah. That's definitely it. You'd be a little bit aggressive there. I'd honestly want to wait for one more sweep of liquidity to see if it does it again up on this high. But this rejection of Asia high could be something good for you for NQ. Yeah, Scott. Tradeovate would be the account you'd get for Apex, and then you could trade on TradingView, like just like I trade on here, on TradingView. You just trade on there. You just log into the Tradeovate brokerage that the account they set up, and then all the credentials are in the Apex. Dude, look at gold. Look at gold right there. The gold is looking beautiful, dude. Too bad. Yeah, I'd want to see a little bit more from NQ here before I took anything. It's just, it's so bullish right now. And it's very close to like this 4-hour fair value gap and this H4 50% mark and premium. I just want to see a little bit more from, I think, Nasdaq. I love this reaction on Bitcoin from this 5-minute or 15-minute high. This is the 15-minute candle, a large wick, and the 5-minute, right, large wick off of it with some bearish candles to engulf that move up. I'm liking Bitcoin here. The one thing that does make me a little nervous on Bitcoin is this 5-minute fair value gap here. I'm hoping we can disrespect this thing. I'm hoping we can invert that guy. Yeah, the 15-minute candle on Bitcoin is looking really good. I like it. My brother just texted me, back to trading. I just made $810 on 2 minis. I'm like, okay, dude. 4-hour candle close on BTC closed bullish too. Yeah, it's not like a big bullish. Yeah, I did. So this could be a retracement on the 4-hour to engulf that bullish move. NQ looks like on the 4-hour swept that low. This could be where maybe NQ stops bleeding and starts going bullish for next week. Oops. ES didn't take the low, but NQ did. And gold here tapped in this 4-hour fair value gap, and this could be where everything like NQ, gold, and ES start going bullish. I'm loving Bitcoin. I'm hoping we invert this fair value gap. Even in Q, I'm liking the reaction off this Asia high. Like in Q, I think would have been I think it would have been worth the risk to take the NQ short early, because you could catch a really good reversal here. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. You're talking about this 15-minute order block down here. I'm loving this Bitcoin momentum. If we can get some 5-minute displacement, I'm going to move stops down a little bit lower on our Bitcoin position. To that 5-minute displacement candle. But I needed a fair value gap to be left behind here. And ideally, this fair value gap to be disrespected. So like this. Oh, I haven't really drawn it out. So my entry on Bitcoin was a little different because I wanted to see a little bit more respect. And I'm targeting, because the ultimate trend is bearish. This is target down here, but we're going to be trailing stop losses too. So if we're able to target that external range liquidity, like I think Bitcoin might be able to, that's great. But then we'll also be trailing our stop losses as it goes too. And we get that displacement and so on and so forth. Does TradingView let you do hotkeys for buy and sell? I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure about that. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm not a very techie guy. I know I have a friend who has like, he sets up alerts on like horizontal raise, and then he has it send an API signal to like an API that then initiates orders for him. So all he does is like move lines around. Okay, so that gold position would have just got tapped out. So you're finally out of that gold position on this candle here. You would have made 33.5 points on that move. Is Bitcoin going to respect this 5-minute fair value up again? Push through it. Disrespect that thing. What's up, Joe Mart? I really want Bitcoin to invert this fair value gap. Come on, Bitcoin. Don't do that. Okay, we left a 5-minute fair value gap. I'm going to move stops down a little bit. About to break even. A little bit above break even here. It's right here. That gives me some space between this fair value gap, because I want, if we are going to go short here, price should be respecting this fair value gap, and it should be pushing, like, it should be an aggressive move. It shouldn't be something that's like weak. Oh, I guess my entry is a little bit lower on Bitcoin. Let me fix that so it's accurate. Nine 773.4. That's our entry. Okay. When I Google Apex Trader funding account, it had a link saying 9% off. It could. I just checked some of the codes that I have, and none of them are 90% off. So my guess is it's not live right now. And I checked their Twitter page; they didn't have any like discounts live right now. So I just don't think I don't think there's any discount right now. The typical discount, if there isn't one live, is 50% off, and that's what is coming through right now. All right, we're in this 5-minute fair value gap. I want to see it push out of it. We're testing it. I want to see it be aggressive. Maybe even give us an order block there too. Can it give us an order block here and invert this 5-minute fair value gap? I would love that. Let's check the 1 minute. So one thing I'm really liking about this 1 minute time frame on Bitcoin 2, we've broken structure to the downside with displacement, right? Like there's a lot of displacement on this leg down on the 1 minute. I see a lot of fair value gaps, lots of bullish order blocks, and any bullish momentum has been just getting eaten up. And so I'm really liking this Bitcoin momentum on the 1 minute. Now, if we can just or it could disrespect this fair value gap that was formed here and then continue upwards, right? Like this fair value up on the 5 minute could be where price pushes. We also have a 15-minute order block here, right? That could be bullish. Those can be some bullish items that could push against us. But ultimately, when I look at this 15-minute rejection off this high, it looks like sellers want to take control here. And when we go to the higher time frame, like the 1 hour, right? Ultimately, we are in a oh, Yeah, I think the thing with NQ, I think it's at risk of like there might be one more liquidity sweep here, and that would be like if it could come up and sweep this one more time, that'd be a better entry. But NQ is just so bullish right now on this lower time frame. Oh, I just realized I'm not sharing my Bitcoin P&L. I'm sorry, guys. Stretched out. It might be you. When I look at my stream stuff, it doesn't look like it's stretched out. Maybe try to refresh. Beautiful. 5 minutes on Bitcoin before I move my stops to this order block. I think that's one thing I've been learning with Bitcoin. It's like don't move your stops too quickly, or really with any of them, until you see that like strong move, strong momentum, you know, through that order block. Now, unless you're like way up in profit and you're like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna keep securing. But like in the beginning, I wanna see like good momentum before I really move down. Because right now where my stop loss is, I'm pretty comfortable. If anything, I'll move it to break even. Did that fix it, Sean? Were you able to fix it? Let me see if I can check on here. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Let me check. I was about to do that. Let me check. So we did get an order block here on the M5. So I'm going to move stops not down to the order block, but just to like that fair value gap, the top of this fair value gap. So risk is off. Let me grab the stop loss one. Stop loss is right there at the top of that fair value gap. I want to wait for some more 5-minute displacement before I get it to that order block. Okay. So MES closed above this high. I would not want to be going short right now. For NQ, I would not want to be going short. ES just broke above, hit into London high. I think ES could probably snag Asia high. My guess is maybe this is finally where NQ will hit this 50% mark on the 4-hour time frame. See, for example, right here, we moved the order block on gold to this one. I think it would have been better to leave it here and wait for this candle to come in, and now we move stop loss up to this one. Like that. That's what I've been learning is like 5-minute order blocks sometimes are not the best until you get that big push and then you move it. Oh, I didn't check the stream. Sorry, Sean. Let me check it. Yeah, when I pull it up, it looks all normal. Let me see. Yeah, it looks all normal when I pull it up, Sean. Sorry, dude. I think if Bitcoin can invert this 5-minute fair value gap here, I'll move stops at order block, because then that's a good level of resistance for any momentum to the upside. But as of right now, I kind of want to give it some room. But NQ is still ripping. And so is ES. I bet. Yep. They're both almost at 50% mark. I bet I got marked out. Oh, yep. Bitcoin. It looks like Bitcoin won't be disrespecting that fair value up. It won't do it. It just won't give it to us. We might get stopped out here on Bitcoin for a small win. It's like $9 win. I'm hoping it pushes down though. Yeah, this isn't looking good for Bitcoin. It looks like it's going to keep going. Actually, I might go long here on Bitcoin. I just closed my Bitcoin position. The reason why I like this Bitcoin is the 5-minute just swept below this low, respecting this fair value. I've been pushing out of it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it might run without me. Yeah, it's going to run without me. Dang it, dude. If we did this. Yeah, dang it, Bitcoin ran without me. I think it's going to run without me. This would have been the ideal spot to go long right there. And then target. Essentially like right there. Could even target there. I missed it though. I should have been paying attention to that 5-minute low there. And what price did on this right here. Sweep right there. And failing to invert this, yeah. Dang it, dude. I think it's going to rip now. Just like it is on Nasdaq. So we took a small win there on Bitcoin. We took a $12.59 win. So very small, but dang it, dude. This is about to go crazy. Not crazy, but like I think it's going to go to this 50% mark or maybe even London high up here. Dang it. Got to be on your toes. Yeah, okay. Dang it, Bitcoin. You ran without me. Well, we'll be patient, see what it does. I'm not going to try to trace the trade. If you use code Maniac, Scott, that'll give you the best discount for Apex. And that'll also show you what your discount is. So my code Maniac will get you the best live deal. So whatever the live deal is on Apex, you can use that. Perfect. Cool. Cool. I wonder if TopStep will do any deals. Let's actually see if TopStep has done one deal I've ever seen. And it was actually pretty good. I got the account for like $20. That was the funded account. I like got it for like $20, got it funded, and then got a payout. And then I paid the $150 activation fee. So it cost me like $170 in total for that account. So we were able to make money on that account. Let's see if TopStep has anything, any discounts. I don't see any discounts going on right now. They only did a discount when the AWS went down. That was the first discount I ever saw for TopStep. But the thing with TopStep that's really cool is there's no consistency rule on your account. So like if you want to like run it up, you could run it up and be pretty aggressive. You can take 50% out of all your profits on your payouts, and you can take a payout every 5 days if you get $150 or more in the account on those 5 days. So if you didn't do it, like TopStep is actually pretty good prop firm to like do accounts. The thing with Apex that I like a lot, is you can really scale accounts. So you can, on a 50K account, you can take a 2K payout, but you can get up to 20 of them. So like if you got 20 accounts with $2,000 in profit in them and you take a payout, bro, that's a 40K payout. You know, like Top Step, you can, or Apex, you can get crazy payouts. That's the thing I really like about Apex. So that's what I'm gonna be. That's my goal. Is I'm gonna, now that this one funded account is gone, we're gonna basically restart everything, and we're just gonna I'm gonna show you guys. Hopefully, I'm gonna be successful at it, but show you how we can scale Apex. We start off with one account, you work to get a payout. Once you get a payout, you buy the next one, and you just scale to 20 accounts. And then you slowly get a payout every single time. And then once you can get to that 20, dude, it's pretty insane what you can do. And then if I could do it, right? Like I gotta see if I can actually do it, you know? It'd be a really cool challenge to see if I can do. But the thing is too, with Apex, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but if you get 30 green days in your Apex funded account, okay? So they don't have to be consecutive, just 30 green days in it. Once you get 30 green days in that account, you could take as large of a payout as you want. So say if you had 30K in profit in your account on Apex, you can take out all of that. I think it's a 90-10 split, but your first 25K in Apex is all yours. So per account on Apex, you get $25,000. That's 100% yours. So if you can get 20 accounts, multiply that by 25K on the first payouts, that's a lot of money if you can do it. It's hard, right? It's not easy. They wouldn't be making money if it was super easy to do. It's very hard to do. But if we could do it, that's 25K times 20 accounts. That's 100% yours in your first payouts for Apex. So that's why Apex is I think Apex is one of the best prop firms in regards to your potential return. Your RR, right? Your RR to your investment of what it costs to buy an eval to then what you could potentially get with payout. Apex, I think, is the best prop firm for it. And then my goal is to hopefully scale Apex, get as many payouts as I can, make as much money through them as possible. And then once they try to make me go live, okay, now I'm going to go to the next prop firm and do it there. And then go to Top Step, and then go to Alpha Futures, then Funded Next, then Take Profit Trader, then My Funded Futures. I have a whole list. Is my goal to conquer all the prop firms. I have a whole list that I have. I have a very specific goal and a way to do it. And so we're going to see if we can do it. Right now, in 2025, I don't think we're going to do it in 2025 because I'm still in my learning journey. But my hope is that for the rest of 2025, I can get these losses and these stupid things out of the way. And then we, in 2026, come from 2025 with a lot of learning lessons, a lot of things we can do better, a lot of things that we're going to make in regards to back testing and the journaling that we did in 2025, all that, compile it all together. And in 2026, you see me conquering prop firms. That's my goal. That's my goal. So 2025, if I lose for the rest of 2025, all right, it's okay. As long as we learn from the losses and we become a better trader from it, that's all that matters. For me, let's actually journal this Bitcoin trade because I totally messed up here. So let's journal this Bitcoin trade. We're gonna journal this. I missed this long opportunity on Bitcoin here. Okay, let's mark it up. Missed opportunity. Okay, and then let's also, I haven't documented at all my gold trade over here that I didn't take. I'm going to document this. And I'm going to talk about, I'm going to journal why I didn't take it, what was my fear, things like that. So I'm going to also say missed opportunity. Oh, that's a good question, Sean. I'll answer that. Let me just type this in real quick, and then I'll answer that question. That's a good question. GC presented an amazing opportunity to go long, which was what I wanted. I didn't take the trade because I was scared at how much I was risking. Over $600. This would have been my best trade to date if I would have just executed. Would have made over 2K. Next time, just execute. So there, that's a learning lesson there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this trade would have been insane. Like, literally, if we were waiting for the displacement, you would still be, stops would be here now. 44.6 points on gold. That's insane. Look what Bitcoin's doing. I want to see what it does at this high here. I might take, this will be my last trade of the day on Bitcoin if it actually gives it to me. But this will be the last trade. To potentially go short if it fails to. It wicked above this high here, wicked above this 5-minute high here again. This will be my last potential trade of the day. I'm gonna watch Bitcoin here. See if it inverts the fair value gap. Drawdown. Sorry, Sean, I haven't answered that yet. Drawdown is so accounts when you try to do evals, they have limits on you. So say if you get a 50K account, typically your limit, like your drawdown, is $2,500. You cannot ever lose more than that. In your account. You can never lose more than $2,500 in the account. So your drawdown is basically what protects you. Now, if you have a funded account, once you hit $2,500 in profit in your funded account and you grow it past that, then your buffer grows even further. So your drawdown gets even wider as your profits grow. But your drawdown is essentially the rules that you cannot break in a prop firm account. And it's the maximum loss limit is another term for it. But drawdown follows you as you move your account up. Like, so Apex has what's called a trailing drawdown. So Apex, the thing that's difficult about them is that their trailing drawdown follows with unrealized gains. Where a prop firm like Top Step, their drawdown follows with realized gains only. If that makes sense. My most recent video explains drawdown in that recent video. So if you want to like watch that too, just to have a spot to like go over it, that most recent video I created goes over drawdown. Still nothing on Bitcoin yet for me to execute, so I'm watching it. But this will be the third trade of the morning, and I'm willing to take this trade. I'm willing to take this risk because ultimately, you know, Bitcoin and these are very bearish. Oh, ES swept this high at the 50% mark, and in Q's at the 50% mark. This is a sweet spot, and we're in that 4-hour fair value gap. This is a sweet spot. ES swept the high, but NQ didn't. See how NQ just got short of that high? This would be where I'd want to see like short momentum for NQ. This is like the sweet spot. This is what I've been really waiting. Too bad I don't have a freaking account to do it. Oh, wait. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll do a paper trading. Connect. We're going to make it fun. We're going to do like a big, just to make it fun. But let's go here. Yeah, there's no fair value gaps. All right, Bitcoin still hasn't given me anything. But NQ over here, if it can invert this, this would be a paper trading account, just so everyone's clear. But, and we're going to make it a big, we're going to trade like 30. Oh, wait. What? Target would be down here. This would be fun. I don't have a prop firm account right now to trade. It's Friday anyways. So I'll wait until Monday or Sunday really to buy the accounts in. All right, I'm in on a Bitcoin trade. You guys should see it on the screen. I inverted that fair value gap. We're in on this NQ trade for a paper trade. Oh, wait. Shoot. I never pressed sell. Oh, wait. It didn't do it. Oh, shoot. That was a mistake. It didn't invert it. I'm all over the place. Well, I accidentally pressed sold on this, but actually, we shouldn't be taking it yet. It needs to invert that, but I think it will. We'll see. Hopefully it does. Okay, it inverted it. That's good. All right, let's go to this. This is a fun little paper trade. We'll see how it goes. We'll take it. Well, I'm gonna wait to move stops down. I want to see further displacement on the 5-minute here for Nasdaq. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, I just realized I'm risking way too much on my Bitcoin trade. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I'm risking like $72, which is way over what I typically risk. Oops. That's not good. highs, right? And these highs to the left here, there's highs to the left here that have swept above. And I like the correlation with MES that ES swept this high and pushed off. So it is a little bit of aggressive trade to take this short. It might be better to wait for a little bit more confirmation that maybe it sweeps these highs one more time. But we've hit into that 50% mark, and we're in this fair value gap on NQ. We'll see how it plays out. But it's paper trading, so it's kind of fun to paper trade like that. Oh, looks like Bitcoin's kind of going against me here. Yeah, Bitcoin's going against me on this trade. I'm hoping it can hold, though. It's not over yet. On the 15. Oh, down here? Yeah. Do it with the MES. Yeah, I've been pretty aggressive with my stop loss on this Bitcoin trade just because I accidentally risked too much and I want to follow in within my risk parameters. And we might get stopped out. We haven't gotten stopped out yet. Stop loss right now for the Bitcoin trade is right at this high. Price pushed down pretty good, and I don't want to see price come above that. And that risk now $55.63, which is right in my risk parameter. Follow my risk rule, then risk too much. I didn't even realize that we risked too much on this trade. I'm kind of bummed. Looks like this trade on NQ isn't going to work out. It was an aggressive one on the stop loss, but yeah, it looks like Bitcoin's respecting the bullish footprints that have formed on the 1 minute. Man, if this one doesn't work out, I'll be pretty shocked. Like that. I wouldn't be surprised if this in Q1 doesn't work out. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Just because this was a pretty aggressive trade here. And ideally you would get a little bit better of a sweep of these highs. And what is NQ or ES seems to be respecting and hasn't stopped come above these highs yet. All right, Bitcoin, can you give me an order block here, please? That'd be cool. There is a 15-minute fair value gap down here. I want to pay attention to this 15-minute fair value gap on Bitcoin. I'm going to move stops down on NQ to this order block. Take off some of that risk. Because I think this trade's going to go against us on NQ. And I wouldn't want price to come up above that. Come on, Bitcoin. Push down. So Bitcoin was showing displacement on the 1 minute time frame. We had a fair value gap here that price respected. We have a fair value gap over here, right? Price pushed up, tested this fair value gap again, pushing off of it again. I want to see some more displacement out of the downside. And hopefully we don't get stopped out here on Bitcoin, but leverage. Okay. That's our position on Bitcoin right there. Today, one trade Bitcoin, small win, still at 3.3K for this week on demo, but I'm out on goodbye and have a nice day. See you, dude. See you, Sean. Stoked you're able to be up 3.3K on your demo. That's really good confidence building, like that you're seeing it and that it's working. There we go, Bitcoin. There we go. Bitcoin's starting to give me displacement to the downside now. I like that. Yeah, Bitcoin's starting to really give some displacement here. Hope we can hold that and then break below this 1 minute low. Bitcoin has this 1 minute low here that I'm really hoping that it can break below. Here, what is it? Oh, nope. Back to Bitcoin. Are looking like they're just consolidating right now. We're gonna delete and clean up some of the stuff. Clean up the chart. It's a bearish order block. I like that. Now hopefully it can just attack some of this 1 minute external range liquidity like I have marked out, and it can displace from there. We're really close to this 1 minute ERL down here, and I'm hoping we can attack that and displace through it. And I'm hoping this 1 minute fair value up here on Bitcoin holds also. We could even target down to that. What level's that? Price. There we go. Come on. Displace from that low. You're almost there. It's almost hit the low. Might be the worst trade I've ever seen. On which one? For Bitcoin? Or for Nasdaq? Nasdaq isn't a great trade. Nasdaq's an aggressive trade. Bitcoin, though, I think is a good trade here. Yeah. Nasdaq trade isn't like the greatest. It's a little aggressive. Oh, why do I keep doing that? MES, it's looking pretty consolidated right now at this discount range. Dude, gold is hitting the target that we want. Yeah, Bitcoin failed to attack that low there and is looking like it might be bouncing. I don't love that. Another order block. like literally just consolidating ever since we got into it. Come on, Bitcoin, hit that low, please. Hit it. You're so close, dude. You're so close. Okay, that one got tapped out. Wait for a little bit more confirmation. MES. It's hitting that high again. Wonder if NQ with Bitcoin. I just want to hit this low. It has yet to hit the low. I think if it hits that low, we can get some fuel for us. See, it's sweeping it again, potentially. EMEA swept this high again. MNQ has yet to take that high. I think I'll wait to see if NQ will take this high here. Come on, Bitcoin, take that low. You're literally so close, dude. Oh. Okay, Bitcoin's making another order block here. Yep, another order block formed on Bitcoin. I'm hoping now we can get a move like down. I'm leaving my stops where there are, just because I don't like this momentum. I want to see a little bit more momentum before I move stops to this order block. I'm going to be patient on this Bitcoin trade. Okay, we're hitting these 15-minute fair value ups now. All right, this one got tapped out officially. That was a great gold. Oh, you're so close. Hit that low. I'm also trying to watch here just in case if Bitcoin does what it did over here, where it swept that low and then pushed off. Because if we get a big wick off of this too, that could be an indicator. Yo, Bitcoin, come on, hit that low, please. Please, please, please. Oh. There we go. There we go. Break below these wicks and then break this one. Come on, Bitcoin, do it. You're so close. Come on, Bitcoin, take the low. Take the low. Take the low. Do it. In this candle, please. Take it. Take it. 20 seconds. Take that low. Oh. Come on. I'll finally take it in this candle? Like, come on. Okay, the 1 minute on Bitcoin is... Oh, man, it's so close. It's like starting to get crazy. There we go. Take it. Did it hit it? I think it hit it. Now, can we get some displacement through the low? Displacement. Okay, stops are now that we took that low, I'm going to go to my order block here. I definitely don't want to see price coming back above that order block now that we took that low. We'll put it to this guy. Okay, now we're definitely within our risk parameters. I like it. Ideally, price comes and pushes through that on this 5 minute and closes below that low. But if it sweeps that and fails, then we'll be done for the day on Bitcoin. And we'll probably call it for the stream. But if it continues, if it can give it to us a winner, this could be a pretty good trade if it can attack this 50% line. It looks like it's bouncing off that low rather than pushing through it. So it looks like we're going to take another small loss today. Like, so we're able to take off. We're only risking $27 on this trade, so we're able to take off quite a bit of risk. Hasn't done it yet. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. That's it for Bitcoin. We're done trading for the day on that one. Trades ended up not playing out. But again, I think we did well with sticking to our discipline, sticking to our rules. We'll trade journal it. and we'll learn from it. All right. Okay. This is trade number 3. I forgot to put trade number 2. Trade number 2. Wow, is it really going to stop us out and run down? Bitcoin's done that like all week. Dude, Bitcoin might just run down right now. Oh my gosh. I hate you, Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's about to... No way it does that. Bro, no way it does that to me. No way. Oh my. About to rip down. Bruh. It's been doing this to me all week. That's why I'm like, I hate moving stop losses too soon on these order blocks. Because like it keeps doing that to me. I'm going to watch this, see how this ends up playing out. And see if we should have maybe been a little bit more patient on that order block. I thought that was a good move. And maybe we should have left it up here. But I felt like that was a good move on that to wait for it to do that. But I don't know. Yeah, dude. Bitcoin's ripping down. Chill guy, thank you so much for the love. The thing is, though, some things to watch out. At an important level to watch. How does price react within this monthly fair value gap and these weekly fair value gaps? We also have some weekly fair value gaps down below us. So I think it's important. Watch out for those. We are in a pretty important level, I think, for Bitcoin. I swear, Bitcoin, dude, I'm gonna crash out if it freaking does that to me. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it for the stream. We've been streaming now for 3 hours. I've taken my trade limits for the day, and so we're just gonna call it. We're gonna call it for the day. Not a great Friday. We didn't. This week has been another rough week for us. Very bearish, but like I feel like we should see like price ripping now that the government's back to normal. We next week we'll start getting red folder news back, hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, we'll start getting red folder news back now normally, and then the last week of December or November, I don't even know if I'm going to trade that week. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing up too. I love seeing you in here. You're always encouraging guys. Same with Scott. Scott, I appreciate you. If you're still in here, Scott, I appreciate you hanging out. And I appreciate you guys just watching, loving, and I hope the content's helpful. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope it's helping you guys out. That's the ultimate goal here. Why we do it. Wait, one thing. Did you see the Michael Burry news? No, I didn't. What happened? Michael Burry news? Oh, he's closing his hedge fund? Hedge fund. Yeah, you're right. Wow. I wonder if he's just done or something happened. Let's see this one. Is closing it. Let's see what this one Reuters says. Summer. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, it looks like the reason why he's doing it is because he placed a bet against Palantir and Nvidia, which have been mooning. They've been skyrocketing. Yeah, he must have taken some really bad positions. Yeah, I think he sold them all. He tried to put puts against Palantir and Nvidia, and those have only been going up. Like every single quarter when they announce their earnings and stuff, they've been just rocketing up. And I bet he must have put his hedge fund in a very bad position, is my guess. I'm about to lose it. Freaking Bitcoin, dude. Oh my gosh, it's been doing this to me all week. Bro. Taps me out to then rip down, bro. Why is it doing that? All week it's been doing that, bro. Ugh. And I was like patient. I was like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin, I hate you right now, dude. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin, you are so freaking annoying, dude. Just by UPS. Well, I'm going to call it for the day. I'm going to call it for stream. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you guys have a good Friday. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I got a very long day today. And so I'm going to try to get some rest before my late night. I got happy Friday, man. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys all later.